Listen up, because today we're going to break through every excuse, every limitation, every single reason you've been holding yourself back. Success doesn't come from wishing, hoping, or waiting for the perfect moment. It comes from massive, relentless action. It comes from showing up every single day, even when you're tired, even when you're frustrated, even when the world tells you to quit. Look around you. Every great achiever, every leader, every person who has built something extraordinary, they all have one thing in common. They put in the work. They outworked, outperformed, and outlasted everyone around them. Hard work is not a talent. It's a choice. A choice to push beyond your limits, to demand more from yourself, to refuse to settle for mediocrity. Because the truth is, you are stronger than your struggles. You are built for more. There are no shortcuts, no magic formulas, just relentless commitment to doing what needs to be done. You grind when no one is watching. You push when no one believes in you. You rise when everyone else is resting. So today, make a decision. Burn the boats. Kill the excuses. Step into the fire. Your dreams are waiting for you, but they will not wait forever. It's time to go all in. It's time to unleash your potential. It's time to put in the work, because when you do, nothing can stop you. Now get out there and make it happen. Relentless effort is the foundation of every extraordinary achievement. It's the fire that keeps you moving forward when everything around you screams to stop. It's what separates those who dream from those who achieve. In a world filled with distractions, excuses, and shortcuts, the one thing that guarantees results is relentless, unstoppable effort. Most people start strong. They get inspired, they make plans, they set goals. But when obstacles appear, when progress slows, when the excitement fades, they hesitate. They let doubt creep in. They listen to the voice in their head telling them to slow down, to take a break, to wait for a better time. That's where relentless effort makes the difference. It's the decision to push forward despite exhaustion, despite fear, despite setbacks. It's the ability to keep showing up day after day, no matter how you feel. Success is not reserved for the most talented, the most intelligent, or the luckiest. It belongs to those who refuse to stop, the ones who show up earlier, stay later, and do more than what is required. They don't wait for motivation. They create it. They don't hope for things to get easier. They get stronger. They don't look for the perfect moment. They act now. Every single day, effort is the great equalizer. You can't control luck. You can't control circumstances, but you can control how much effort you put in. The person who outworks everyone else will always have an advantage, not because they were born with something special, but because they developed the discipline, the resilience, and the willpower to keep going when others quit. They don't rely on feelings to dictate their actions. They move forward even when they don't feel like it, even when success seems far away, even when the results are slow to appear. Obstacles are inevitable. Challenges will test your patience. Failure will try to break you. But relentless effort means you don't stop when you're tired. You stop when you're done. Every moment you push through difficulty, you grow stronger. Every time you refuse to quit, you build the mindset of a champion. It's in those moments of struggle, of pain, of exhaustion, that true greatness is forged. Because the people who achieve the impossible are not the ones who had it easy. They are the ones who refuse to give up. Discipline is the fuel of relentless effort. Passion might start the journey, but discipline keeps it going. Passion fades when the initial excitement wears off, but discipline keeps you in motion. It's waking up early when you'd rather sleep. It's putting in extra hours when everyone else is relaxing. It's saying no to distractions, to comfort, to anything that pulls you away from your goals. Relentless effort doesn't negotiate with weakness. It doesn't compromise. It demands your best every single day. Doubt will try to slow you down. Fear will whisper that you're not good enough, but relentless effort means you take action despite the fear, despite the uncertainty. You trust the process. You focus on what you can control, your actions, your work ethic, your commitment. You push through moments of frustration because you know success is not about giant leaps, but about small, consistent steps taken over and over again. There will be times when progress feels invisible, when you've worked for weeks, months, maybe even years, and the results don't seem to match the effort you're putting in. That's where most people give up. But relentless effort means understanding that every action, no matter how small, is building something greater. The breakthroughs, the victories, the achievements, they come when you least expect them. But they only come to those who keep going. People will doubt you. They will question your dedication. They will tell you to slow down, to take it easy, to enjoy life more. They don't see what you see. They don't feel what you feel. They don't understand what drives you. That's why they don't get the results you will get. You have a vision, a goal, a purpose that demands relentless effort. You're not in this for approval. You're in this for greatness. There is no guarantee that effort will bring immediate success. But there is a guarantee that without it, success is impossible. The person who refuses to stop, who refuses to settle, who refuses to back down, that person will always rise. Because while talent and intelligence might create temporary wins, only relentless effort creates lasting success. You don't wait for opportunities, you create them. You don't wish for success. You earn it through sweat, sacrifice, and persistence. No one can stop you except yourself. No circumstance, no setback, no failure can hold you back unless you allow it to. You have the power to push past limits, to break through barriers, to go beyond what you once thought was possible. But you have to commit fully, unconditionally, without hesitation. You have to decide that no matter what happens, you will keep going, that no challenge will break you, that no failure will define you, that no excuse will hold you back. Relentless effort is the key to everything you want. The future belongs to those who put in the work. The dream you have, the life you want, the success you crave, it's all on the other side of effort. Not just effort when it's easy, not just effort when you feel good, but effort that never stops. Effort that ignores doubt. Effort that keeps moving forward no matter what. Because in the end, it's not about who had the best starting point. It's about who kept going when everyone else stopped. Relentless effort always wins. Breakthrough success is not about luck, talent, or waiting for the perfect moment. It is about pushing beyond every limit, every excuse, every barrier that has ever stood in your way. It is about stepping into a level of action and commitment that most people will never reach. It is about deciding once and for all that nothing will stop you from achieving what you know you are capable of. Too many people live their lives waiting for the right opportunity, the right resources, or the right motivation to take action. But breakthrough success does not come to those who wait. It comes to those who create. It comes to those who refuse to accept mediocrity, those who refuse to let fear or doubt dictate their future. It comes to those who take massive, relentless action despite obstacles, despite uncertainty, despite setbacks. Breakthrough success is about transformation. It is about becoming the kind of person who demands more from life and refuses to settle for anything less than extraordinary. It is about training your mind to think bigger, your actions to be bolder, and most people are stuck in patterns of limitation. They try, they fail, and they retreat. They hit resistance and they let it stop them. But those who achieve breakthrough success understand that resistance is not a sign to quit. It is a sign to push harder. Every challenge, every rejection, every failure is simply a stepping stone to the next level. There is no growth without discomfort. There is no success without struggle. The people who reach the top are not the ones who had it easy. They are the ones who fought through every challenge, who kept going long after others had given up, who decided that no excuse was stronger than their vision. Breakthrough success is about mindset. It is about shifting from hoping things will change to making things change. It is about taking full responsibility for your results, understanding that nothing will improve until you do, and committing to a standard of excellence that most people will never understand. It is about discipline, resilience, and an unshakable belief in your ability to create the life you want. The truth is, most people are one decision away from their breakthrough. One decision to stop letting fear control them. One decision to stop making excuses. One decision to show up at a level they have never shown up before. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not intelligence, not resources, not luck. It is a willingness to go beyond what feels comfortable, to push beyond what seems possible, to take action even when results are not immediate. It is about consistency. You don't reach breakthrough success with a burst of effort followed by long periods of waiting. You get there by showing up every single day, by putting in the work even when no one is watching, even when progress feels slow, even when you don't feel like it, because every small effort compounds. Every step forward, no matter how small, moves you closer. Every challenge you overcome builds strength. Every time you refuse to quit, you increase your power. People who achieve breakthrough success do not accept limitations. They do not listen to those who say they can't. They do not let their past define their future. They understand that the only limits that exist are the ones they refuse to challenge. They are willing to think differently, act differently, and push harder than anyone else. They know that breakthrough success requires a level of focus and dedication that most people are unwilling to give. But that is what makes them different. That is what makes them unstoppable. They don't wait for the perfect conditions because they know that conditions are never perfect. They don't wait for motivation because they know that motivation comes from action. They don't let temporary failure convince them that success is out of reach because they know that failure is just part of the process. Every setback is a lesson. Every mistake is feedback. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger, smarter, better. Breakthrough success is about breaking through yourself, your fears, your doubts, your excuses, your old habits. It is about stepping into a version of yourself that does not tolerate anything less than excellence. It is about making the commitment to keep pushing forward no matter what. Too many people spend their lives waiting for permission to go after what they want. They wait for someone to tell them they are good enough, smart enough, capable enough. But the truth is, no one is coming to save you. No one is coming to push you. No one is going to hand you success. It is on you. It is your responsibility. It is your choice. And the moment you decide that nothing will stop you, the moment you decide to take full ownership of your future, everything changes. You will face resistance. You will face doubt. You will face moments when it feels like nothing is working, but that is when you must push even harder. That is when most people give up. That is when you must keep going. Because breakthrough success is not about doing what is easy. It is about doing what is necessary. It is about rising above the noise, ignoring the distractions, and staying locked in on your vision. It is about becoming so relentless in your pursuit of greatness that nothing can shake you. Every great achiever has faced moments when they wanted to quit. Every successful person has had days when they felt like it was impossible. But they kept going. They pushed past the frustration. They ignored the doubts. They refused to let anything stand in their way. And that is why they won. That is why they broke through. Most people look at success as something that happens overnight. They see the results, but not the years of effort. They see the victories, but not the countless failures that came before them. But breakthrough success is never about a single moment. It is about the relentless effort, the sacrifices, the unwavering commitment to a vision that no one else can see. It is about pushing when others stop, grinding when others rest, believing when others doubt. It is about becoming the kind of person who refuses to accept anything less than greatness. You don't need more time. You don't need more resources. You don't need more approval. You need to decide. Decide to show up. Decide to put in the work. Decide to go all in. Because when you do, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Massive action is the difference between people who dream and those who achieve. It is the force that turns ideas into reality, the energy that separates success from failure, and the mindset that refuses to accept anything less than total domination of a goal. Too many people spend their lives planning, thinking, analyzing, waiting for the right time, the perfect opportunity, or a sign that it is finally time to move. But the truth is, success does not come to those who wait. It comes to those who take relentless, unstoppable, undeniable action. It comes to those who refuse to sit still, those who push forward even when they don't have all the answers, and those who understand that action creates momentum, and momentum creates results. Massive action is about taking a step so big, so powerful, and so committed that there is no turning back. It is about moving forward so aggressively that hesitation is not even an option. Most people fail because they are stuck in a loop of hesitation and overthinking. They analyze every possible scenario, consider every possible outcome, and try to predict every possible failure before they even take the first step. But the ones who achieve real, undeniable success are the ones who understand that action comes first, clarity comes later. You do not need to know every step of the journey before you start walking. You just need to take that first massive, undeniable leap forward. People who achieve their goals at a high level do not wait for permission. They do not wait for guarantees. They do not wait for someone to tell them it is okay to begin. They just start. They move forward before they are ready, and they figure things out along the way. The reality is, if you wait until you are ready, you will never start. If you wait for the perfect conditions, you will wait forever. Massive action is about refusing to be passive in your own life. It is about deciding that you are done waiting, done hoping, done wishing, and done living at anything less than your full potential. It is about waking up every single day with the fire to move, to push, to create, to do whatever it takes to make things happen. It is about eliminating distractions, ignoring doubts, silencing excuses, and doing the work that others avoid. It is about going beyond what is expected, beyond what is normal, beyond what is comfortable, and stepping into a level of commitment that most people will never experience. The reason most people never achieve greatness is not because they lack talent, intelligence, or opportunity, is because they lack the willingness to take massive, relentless, consistent action. People who take massive action do not dip their toes in the water. They jump in head first. They do not test the temperature. They do not check the wind. They do not wait for reassurance. They commit fully, knowing that hesitation is the death of progress. They understand that success does not come from half measures, weak efforts, or occasional attempts. It comes from being all in, completely immersed, and fully dedicated. There is no such thing as guaranteed success, but there is a guarantee that without massive action, success is impossible. You cannot think your way into results, you must act your way into them. You cannot wish for success, you must create it through force, determination, and sheer willpower. Massive action is about setting a pace so fast and so intense that you do not even give yourself the option to fail. It is about making so many moves, taking so many steps, and creating so much momentum that failure simply cannot keep up with you. It is about moving so fast that doubts do not have time to settle in, fear does not have time to take over, and obstacles do not have time to stop you. The moment you slow down, the moment you hesitate, the moment you start questioning yourself, that is the moment progress dies. That is the moment dreams fade. But when you commit to massive action, when you push yourself harder and faster than you ever have before, you enter a state where nothing can stop you. You develop the ability to outwork, outlast, and outmaneuver any challenge that comes your way. But most people underestimate how much effort it actually takes to succeed. They think working hard means doing just a little more than the average person. They think effort means showing up when it is convenient. But those who take massive action know that success requires pushing far beyond what is comfortable, far beyond what is expected, far beyond what most people will ever consider doing. It is about creating an obsession with results, a refusal to accept mediocrity, and a hunger so strong that you will do whatever it takes to reach your goal. Taking massive action means eliminating excuses completely. It means No more blaming circumstances, no more waiting for the right moment, no more giving yourself an easy way out. It means accepting full responsibility for your future, knowing that the only thing standing between where you are and where you want to be is the amount of action you are willing to take. It means looking at every obstacle not as a reason to quit, but as an opportunity to push harder. It means understanding that failure is not a stop sign, but a stepping stone. Every single person who has achieved anything great has failed more times than they can count, but the reason they succeed is because they refused to stop. They took more action. They failed more. They learned more. They adjusted more. And in the end, they won. There is no secret formula, no magic shortcut, no hidden key to success. There is only action. Consistent, relentless, undeniable, massive action. You do not need more knowledge, more resources, or more time. You need to do more, move faster, push harder, and commit at a level you never have before. You take risks, step out of your comfort zone, and demand more from yourself than ever before. You need to wake up every day with the mindset that today is the day you take another massive step toward your goal. Success is not about thinking, it is about doing. It is not about planning, it is about executing. It is not about hoping, it is about forcing results into existence through sheer determination and relentless movement. Most people are stuck in a cycle of planning, waiting, hesitating, and hoping. But those who win are the ones who refuse to waste time on anything that does not move them forward. They are the ones who take the leap, who go all in, who take massive, unstoppable action until they get what they came for. If you want to achieve anything great, you must take action that scares you. You must step into the unknown, take risks, and make moves that most people would never dare to make. You must push yourself beyond what is comfortable, beyond what is safe, beyond what is expected. You must act with a level of urgency that makes hesitation impossible. You must develop an obsession with progress, with momentum, with results. Because the truth is, no one is going to give you permission to succeed. No one is going to hand you success. No one is going to make it easy for you. The only way you will ever achieve what you want is by taking massive, relentless, unstoppable action.